Hey, what's happening, everybody? King JB back in the building. You already know what time it is. UFC 129 coming up. So this is gonna be my unofficial UFC 129 predictions. Still got to do my report, which a lot of y'all reading. I appreciate all that. So I'm gonna still do my report, but I figured I'd go ahead and throw a video out there about UFC 129. A lot of good things to bet on. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to Jose Aldo, I will say this: put your money on him. Y'all know I got the better. I always pick the better the card, the one that you should put all your money on. Jose Aldo's the one to put all your money on. We're gonna get into UFC 129 here in just a minute, but on a personal level, I want to announce to everybody: July 16th, Pepsi Coliseum, Indianapolis, Indiana. Your boy is gonna be on that card. For Chris Lytle's premier cage fighting, I'm gonna be fighting Chad Eaton that night. So we finally get to have the battle of the big boys. So I can't wait for that shit. But anyway, enough about me. Back to the MMA shit. Let's keep shit popping. UFC 129 in Canada. Huge event. You already know. You know, I'm gonna kind of run through the preliminary card pretty quickly. You know what I'm saying? There's some great fights, but you know, I'm just kind of gonna just run through it real quick. So don't get mad at me. That's just I'm not gonna spend too much time on it. You know what I'm saying? All right, starting off, we got Yves Jaboin. I don't even know how to pronounce that motherfucker's name. Pablo Garza. Look, you know Garza. He looks real solid right now. You know what I'm saying? At 11-1. Jaboin is a 14-6. This is gonna be at the 145 weight class, featherweight. You know, right now I gotta say, I gotta give it to Pablo Garza actually. You know what I'm saying? I think he's gonna take this fight. Uh, that's just the way I'm gonna roll with that. We got a lightweight fight: John Makdessi and Kyle Watson. This should be a pretty interesting fight. Makdessi's never lost. He's 8-0. Kyle Watson's 16-7-1. I think John's gonna get the win here. You know, and stay undefeated. It's a pretty close fight. It's kind of hard to pick, but I think Watson's experience is good for him. But I think right now Makdessi's on a winning streak that's pretty good right now. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about 8-0. Our heavyweight champion is only 9-0. So you got to give Makdessi some props. We got Jason McDonald and Ryan Jensen. You know what I'm saying? They're fighting in the middleweight division. This should be a pretty good fight. McDonald's 25-14, Jensen 16-6. Um, you know, I think McDonald is going to fight hard because obviously he's in Canada, but I think Ryan Jensen has the ability to get it. You know what I'm saying? Just to be real, I think Ryan Jensen does have the ability to make this happen here. You know, he trains at Jackson shit. Just seems like he's got what it takes, man. He's 33 years old. It's not that he's really experienced all that much, but he's experienced enough. We're looking at 22 fights in his pack, and he just looks pretty solid. Okay, we got Ivan Minjavar and Charlie Valencia. Ivan is 21-8. Valencia is 12-6. You know what I'm saying? They're fighting. They're fighting in the bantamweight division. I mean, when it comes to this shit, I think Charlie Valencia has what it takes to win this fight, but I do not think he will. I gotta go with Ivan on this one. Now, keeping it all moving, we're gonna go to Claude Patrick against Daniel Roberts. Claude Patrick's 13-1. Daniel Roberts is 12-1. Fighting in the welterweight division. This is gonna be a great fight, potentially fight of the night. I'm going to go with Daniel Roberts. Uh, I know Claude Patrick's at home. He's 13-1. I just personally think Daniel Roberts has the ability to win this fight. But mark my words, this could be fight of the night. We got Sean Pearson, who was originally supposed to fight Brian Foster, but Foster was out with an injury. I was one of the first people to report that. A lot of y'all cats don't really understand. I was the one that said that his brain shit didn't come through. I'll be hollering at him on his little personal page and shit like that. A lot of y'all didn't even catch on. Okay, but anyway, Pearson, he's 11-4. Class act, by the way. Pearson actually called Brian Foster to make sure he was all right. Ellenberger's 24-5, man. I feel bad for Pearson because he got a bad draw here. I think Ellenberger's going to take this one too. We got Nate Diaz. We're moving up now. What we're doing now is we're moving on to by the way, the Pearson fight that's on Spike TV preliminaries. This one is too in the welterweight division. Nate Diaz and Rory McDonald. Rory McDonald, man, he put up a great fight against Carlos Condit, like my boy DiBiase said. He was right. Diaz, though, is Diaz. Anybody with the last name Diaz in MMA is hot right now, man. They just beating up everybody. But unfortunately for Nate Diaz, I'm picking, I guess this would be considered an upset. I'm picking Rory McDonald to take it in front of his home crowd. I got to be real. I just think he's going to take it. Probably by decision, but I don't really know. But we're going to go ahead and move on to the main card. That was all the preliminaries. Uh, we're going to start off in a lightweight division with Mark Bocek and Vincent Henderson. Ben Henderson is a beast. I understand Anthony Pettis got his little kick in and all that shit. You know what I mean? I'll give him that. But he's 12-2. Bocek's 9-3, so Bocek's solid too. But Ben Henderson, I just think, really has the ability to make another run towards the lightweight title. I don't think he'll ever be UFC champion, but he's very, very talented. It's hard to look past him. So I think Ben Henderson, he's got the ability to win this fight, and he just might. Okay, we're gonna move on here. And as we move on, we got the light heavyweight fight between Vladimir Matyushenko. Sorry, I know who the fuck it is. Him, Jason Briggs. Uh, both of them have great wrestling ability. Jason Briggs is coming off that crazy good performance against Nogueira. Um, but I think Matty, man, his experience is just so crazy. He's beat, a lot of great fighters. He's great himself. I think Matty Shenko with his 25-5, I think he's gonna be 26-5 by the end of this fight. Jason Briggs looks good though too, man. This could be fight of the night too. I think there's gonna be a lot of wrestling in that shit though, so it may not be. All right, moving on. We got the light heavyweight Randy Couture, who says this will be his last fight. I think he's 47 years old. 47 years old fighting, man, and to be as good as he is, shit's fucking crazy. But he's fighting Lyoto Machida. Machida's one of the best in the business. A lot of people stopped talking about Machida because he lost to Shogun and then obviously to Rampage, my boy, Rampage. Love that shit. But Machida is still Machida. He's great. I think he's going to beat Randy Couture. I think that if Couture does find a way to win, I don't think he's retiring. I think I've heard him say he wants to go for one more shot at the title. I think Couture thinks he's already going to lose to Machida, and that's what's up. So I do believe this could be Randy Couture's last fight. Lyoto Machida, I think, is going to either get the knockout or get the TKO. Moving on to the featherweight championship. Jose Aldo making his UFC debut against Mark Hominick. Man, don't get no better than this. You gotta love the title fights. Aldo is 18-1. Hominick 20-8. I just don't see Hominick pulling the upset here, man. Aldo is so fucking smooth with the way he fights. I think Jose Aldo's taking this. So we're gonna move on to the main event, the welterweight championship. GSP, George St. Pierre, and Jake Shields. Now, a lot of cats are so on GSP they don't think Jake Shields got a chance. He's 26-4, hasn't lost in 7 years. Jake Shields is not a bum. GSP's 21-2, hasn't lost since Matt Serra shocked the world and knocked his ass out. But I think what we got here is a situation in which, if it stands and it stays standing, GSP has a chance to finish it. If it goes to the ground, Jake Shields, man, he's amazing with his jiu-jitsu. He can submit him. Chances are he won't, though. He's had trouble finishing in the past. GSP has had trouble finishing in the past. I think GSP is going to wrestle him. He's going to lay on him a lot, and he's going to win based on points. I think it's going to be a 5-round fight. I think a lot of people are going to be upset saying how boring it was afterward. So UFC 129's got some good shit. It's got some bad shit. But ultimately, I don't know. I guess I'm most excited about seeing Machida and Couture. I think that's going to be fun. Just a fun fight to watch. GSP and Shields. I hope that Shields pulls the upset, especially since GSP decided he didn't want to move up and fight Anderson Silva in the fight everybody wants to see. All right, so with that, UFC 129's down. A reminder, King JB versus Chad Eaton, July 16th. Got a lot of shit going on right now. But you know, thank you for fucking with MMA Kingdom. Thank you for fucking with MMA Topics. You know, we bringing this shit together. And the fans that's out there now is just crazy. In just a small amount of time, we've done a lot of shit. Remember, the radio show, the MMA affiliates, is coming May 1st. I got a huge lineup I've been working on, got it all there. Also talked to ESPN's Franklin O'Neill this morning, and he's going to clear it with ESPN. He's got to clear it with them before he can do the show. I guess basically it's making sure I'm not competition. And, you know, like I informed him, I said, man, I'm just a college student, you know what I'm saying, just doing this shit. I'm no threat to ESPN and at all. But I like the concept. But so we may have Franklin McNeil on the show, which will be good to get his predictions and all that shit, man. Just his thoughts, especially for all you MMA journalists out there. All y'all cats that's like me that's trying to make this thing work, trying to get paid on it. I'm more asking these questions. You gotta realize, not only is he an MMA journalist, man, he works for motherfucking ESPN. Don't get no better than that. Anyway, I'm out of here. Peace.